Hi everybody, how are you doing? Well, I say everybody. I know that it's we've only got nobody. I'm on a little bit of a delay, and I also know that time is not the same everywhere around the world. So that means that we probably will have a lot of you guys watching this on a replay, which is fine. That's no problem at all. The joy of 24 hours. So I have been invited to join your group and to tell you a little bit more about what I have to offer you. This week we've got a very exciting thing happening. We have a free week of nail art on I have built a page especially for TAOND students, and you guys are all invited to join me, and you get a free week's trial of my full course. What does that mean? Well, it means that we have got, sorry, I'm just checking. I have my phone here so I can check if there's any comments and things. So what does that mean? It means that I have built a course over the last couple of years. I have been running an online education program specifically for nail art, and I thought it was just going to be nail art and showing nail techs that are as passionate about nail art as I am, how they can try new things, tricks, techniques, all sorts of things. But it just turned into something completely different. And now I find that I have nail technicians that have expanded their whole career into a completely new way, and they are so much more confident and so much more it's become so much easier for them to work with nails. So I relaunched this course, and I've been speaking to Jennifer, and she wants to offer you guys something completely unique and completely different. Well, not different, completely unique, and a great student offering for you, which is what we're doing. But the best way for me to show you what you can invest in is by doing this sneak peek week, which is what I'm going to do for you now. And so I'm going to give you a little tour, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself and show you what you could be learning for free and how it works. Because it's very different. It's not just a case of learning some stuff online and then going away and doing it and you're left on your own. I'm actually with you every step of the way. Before I start, let me just tell you a little bit about myself. My name's Sam Biddle. I live in England, the south of England, about 2 hours from London. I have been a nail technician since a long time. Since 1999, I trained in nails. I actually started nails because I liked nail art. I actually didn't like nails, but I liked nail art, and I ran out of nails really quickly, so I sort of had to build and make nails longer. So actually my whole passion for nails and nail design, it just grew and grew and grew. I've been an educator. I am an educator. What am I talking about? I am an educator. I have been a salon owner. I've done mobile. I've done session work. In England, we call it session work. You guys might call it celebrities, nail stylist. I've done photography, covers, all sorts of things. I judge for competitions. I've entered competitions. I've won competitions. I've done pretty much everything. Because I wanted to find where I sat. And one of the things that I found was that I loved to teach more than anything else. And I loved art, not nail art. I love art. And so what I've done is I've combined teaching and art together. Now I could go and teach in a school and teach art. I could also just teach art to other individuals out there that want to learn art. But I have a following and I love nails. So why not do it on nails? And that's where nail art comes in. So you won't just be learning nail art. You will be learning about art, about marketing, about photography. You will be learning some fundamentals about colour theory. You'll be learning about placement, projection. You'll be learning all sorts of things that will help you with everyday nail stuff. Some of you have said, I'm no good at nails, I'm no good at art, sorry, not nails, I'm no good at art, I can't draw stickmen, I can't do this, I can't do that. Well, that's why I can help you, because it's not that you have to draw, it's how you use the techniques and the equipment in order to expand on your skill set. Okay, so that's a really brief rundown of me and what I've done and my history over the last 17 years. Actually, that was rubbish intro. For the most part, I don't know what else to tell you unless you ask me questions, because I'm so rubbish at introductions. So I'm hoping you guys can see. If you guys can see me, could you just put a thumbs up, or just tell me in the comments that you actually can hear me and that I'm not talking? That would be really, really cool. If not, then I might have a little problem and I'm talking to myself. Still no, I can see 3 of you watching me. I just need a little idea that you can hear me. Are you guys shy? Is that what it is? I don't normally have shy people on my lives. And I know that I'm in a completely new group and that you probably don't know who I am. And so you're like, who is this British chick that's sitting in our group and talking to us and not showing us any nails? It's coming. You just need to go, yay. Yes, I know it's first thing in the morning. I'm so sorry. It's the last thing at night for me. So I'm about to pack up and finish work. So I think if I come on again, I might sort of schedule it for later. You're waiting for morning coffee. I'm having the last coffee of my day, Karina. So we shall have coffee together, right? So let me do a little tour about what it is that we can expect in this sneak peek week. So I am going to show you, when you sign up to Sneak Peek Week, you will get an email. And on that email, you will receive a link to this classroom page, okay? So this classroom page, when you land on it, okay, it's going to show you all of the lessons. Well, it's going to give you a little bit of an introduction, not very small introduction. And then it's going to show you the lessons that you can learn in this free week. Now, I'm saying free. It is free. You do not need to pay. You don't need to sign up afterwards. There is nothing you need to do. All you need to do is look at the lessons and do the lessons. You see that there is actually 4 lessons, but you'll see that there's more videos. So we have the first lesson, which is hot lips. I'm going to talk about these in a minute. This is a really cool lesson, but I will talk about this in a minute. And we have a foiling lesson. Oh, foiling is like Marmite. You either love it or you hate it. And so I really go into the background about how to test your foils, how to get the foils to work for you, how they might not work so much in one light and they do in another light with one gel and not with another gel. So we really go into the depths with that with this free lesson. It's a free lesson, remember. So if this was a free lesson, can you imagine how much information and learning you'd get if it was a paid lesson? We've got the ribbon design. And that is where you learn this ribbon. I love this design. It incorporates 3 great looks, 3 great techniques that you can then use separately in the salon. So I'll talk about that in a minute as well. And then we have the butterfly in pigments, and that uses the pigment application, and it uses it in the form of a shape so that you can then build your design and your structure. But we have others. You can see here we have the fine lines. This one here will show you how to get uber fine lines on using your brush. And so we, let me just Let me just go further along a bit. So rather than getting the thick lines, I'm showing you how to get uber fine lines. So it's not, it's a little trick of mine that you can actually incorporate into your work right away. And you're getting all of this for free. But that's not all. There is additional information sheets as well. So if you were to click on this information sheet here, this is the butterfly one, and it shows you not only how to draw the butterfly, the structure to get the structure right, but it also shows you how to do it at a side angle, and gives you, you just print this out and you can actually do your own little sketches, how to decorate it. But it's also got the step-by-steps in there as well of the video, which is awesome. This is really, really cool. And that's also for free in this page. You also get the UV versus LED. If you didn't quite understand the difference between an LED and a UV light, you get that guide. You get the free, the Fine Lines practice sheet. That's really cool because what that does is you can print this out and it just shows you, it gives you a place to actually practice all of those fine lines and do practice. It's very important. We've also got foiling facts. That's really good. So foiling facts is that goes with the lesson. Don't let it foil you, and it gives you those top tips if you can't quite get your foil to stick. And if you sign up for the sneak peek, we actually get this book for free. And this is my mini ebook, 10 Mistakes Nail Artists Make. It's a really quick read. You can read it with a cup of coffee. You don't have to spend hours reading it. It literally is a 20-minute read. Let me just get this bit bigger. And it just goes through the 10 mistakes that nail artists generally make. So it is a really cool read. So let me just go back. That is not all, my friends. You also get a little list of the items that you need for the course, but one of the questions that I do get asked a lot is, do I need to buy all the items that you use on this course? Absolutely not. One of the things that I really wanted to make sure when I do any education is that all the education that I produce for you is non-biased. That means you can use whatever equipment that you have. I'm a nail tech first and foremost. I know what it's like. I want to buy everything that's out there, but I can't do that. So if I've got something in my drawer that I'm not using and somebody shows me that I can do something with that stuff, I'm digging that stuff out and I'm going to do something with it. The best part of this course is the feedback. Now, with this course, you will get, now this is the free week, you will get feedback on your work. What does that mean? It means that when you post a picture of your nails in the group, I will give you feedback on that picture. So I will either annotate it, I'll draw on it, and I will show you where you can improve or where you can go wrong. I may say that you're amazing, and I may say that you need improvement somewhere. Either way, it's a way for you to get in front of an educator and to get actual feedback. It is a fantastic opportunity for any nail student to get feedback, and I'm prepared to work with you for free over these 4 lessons and to give you feedback. That's a pretty awesome deal, right? So that is the sneak peek. That's the page that you will get linked to. So once you've done your lesson, you then go to the Facebook page. So if you are not a member on the Facebook page yet, you need to be, because that's where all the magic happens. We have just done our first live lesson. You can see it's here, little live lesson just there. And in that live lesson, I was showing you how to let's take a good photo. So I was showing the girls the best way of taking a good photo. So you actually will have the benefit of that if you join the Facebook group. You can actually figure out or have a look at the replay and see what I say about taking a good photo and how to get best results from your clients as well as your feedback. So in the Facebook group, when you land, you'll have some group guidelines. It's just like a classroom. So there are rules and there are guidelines, of course, because there's a whole group of people, a lot of strangers coming together. So we do want to make sure that everybody's happy. So please read the guidelines. And then if you scroll right to the bottom, because I don't think there we go. Find this post, meet and greet, and put a little hello, who are you, where you're from, have a little read about it, and it will then you can tell us all about yourself, and that will be great. We can actually then say hello. And then look around. There is here a guide to taking a great photo. You will also see here that we have these posts. Did you remember seeing them on Sneak Peek Week at the bottom? Yeah. Whoops-a-daisy. Right at the bottom here, you want to find the post that's relevant to the lesson that you've completed. So if you've just completed lesson 1, which is hot lips, actually that's the wrong one. Where is lesson 1? There we go. So if you've completed lesson 1, hot lips, you then want to go to the comment section here and just type in, here are my hot lips. I would love some feedback, please. Okay, so great. We're going to post that. And then what, oh no, I did that wrong. Don't do that. That's not what you do. Okay, what you do is, let's just delete that. Delete. Because obviously I can't see. So let's try that again. Post. And then what you want to do is add a photo. So I'm just going to add a photo of an ombre. I did this as another, in another lesson that we were doing. We were looking at ombres. This is on another group. I was teaching about ombres and stuff. So I'm just going to use that image. And you post that. So what happens is I'll get a notification that you've posted. And I can have a look at your work, I can annotate it, I can download it, and then what I can do is paste a reply and I'll say, wow, Sam, that is awesome. I love, oops, your work. And that's it. You will then get a notification that I've replied to your feedback. It's as simple as that. So bear in mind that this is a big number 1 because it comes to lesson 1 and you want to be looking for lesson 4 or 3 or 2 depending on the lesson that you're doing. So please don't post the ribbon design up in the hot lips design. Please don't do that. Don't do that because that just, please don't do that because that'll get me really confused. One of the main rules that I must stress with you guys is that you don't post randomly your nail images. Keep them all in the right posts and tidy. So that's a little look at the Facebook group, but let's have a look at the actual nails that we are going to be doing. But before we do that, I'm just going to go, let me just come back on here. I'm going to see if there are any questions. No questions. No people. You see, I think I am going to have to go on at 10 o'clock at night so that you guys are all on. Because it's really, every time I go on, normally I have a whole bunch of people. And now I'm on twice and there's 3 people. Makes me feel really unloved. So that's fine. I don't mind. I'm going to crack on anyway. There's no questions. That means we're going to get off here really quick. Let's crack on and go at Sneak Peek Week. Let's have a look at what is going to happen. It's 9:22. Let's going to have a look at what type of lessons are you actually going to learn. Let's go back on. You can see me again, just in case you missed me. So this is the first set of nails that you are going to learn. Now I'm going to teach you We're going to actually do the lips, but you can do the same technique with the hearts. Once I've shown you the lips, you'll be able to do the hearts. We're going to be looking at fine lines. We're going to be painting. We're going to be using the highlights in the right way. And then what we're going to do is actually going to emboss those lips, and so that they're all plump and shiny. So you'll see that they're on a matte background, and then we're actually going to put a gloss over the top so that they sort of come out a little bit more. So they're slightly embossed. Also going to talk about doing these on the Arabella forms, and about the Arabella forms and how you can create stickers, and how you can utilize your time better in the salon, so that you're not having to do clients' nails and nail art on clients. You can actually pre-do these, but I will talk about that all in the lesson, and throughout the course in general you'll hear more about that. So this is a design, when you look at it you're like, oh no, it's going to be way too complicated. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be quick for me to do in the salon for my clients. Trust me, these nails, once you do them, they're going to be so quick, and you'll be like, oh gosh, they are super easy to do. And what's really nice is that you can then recreate them and do them on your clients, and even if it's just a ring finger manicure, looks great. And then the second lesson that we do is foiling. So what we are doing with this one, I'm afraid this photo isn't the best photo. It's a bit of a screenshot, I think. I'm not necessarily worried about the design. I'm looking at teaching you something that you didn't know about foil. Now, I do not like foil. I actually don't like using it. It never does what I want it to do. It never really sits well on the nail. So what I've done is I've adapted, and I've created a different design based on using the foil. So instead of putting the foil on last, we put the foil on first, and we reverse engineer our design. I'm going to show you how to do that for free in this sneak peek week. Not only that, I'm actually going to teach you a little bit more about foiling. I'm going to teach you how to test your foils, how to get the best out of your foils, and how to incorporate your foils in your artwork. So that is a great way of working with your foils. So that is in lesson 2. In lesson 3, we are going to do the ribbon design. Now the ribbon design, I'm using the nail art pen for this, but I will tell you in the lesson as well, you can actually use your brush for this as well. So if you have the nail art pen, if you don't have the nail art pen, don't worry, you can use the brush as well. We are going to be doing an ombre with pigments. Now, if you don't have pigments, you can do an ombre with gel polish. It's not a problem. But I'm going to show you how quick and easy it is to do an ombre with pigments. So basically, you're going to learn something that maybe you didn't have access to before, and you're going to have that incorporated into your skill set. And you're going to learn this really cool Zentangle design. It's like a ribbon design. So you're going to create an optical illusion with the paint and with shape. So you're going to get a 3-for-1 in this lesson. And you can take each of those elements and use them on their own in your own nails. Sorry, in your client's individual nails. So for instance, that's 3 nails in one. What I'm trying to say. So, and then the last nail, the piece de resistance, is the butterfly nail. So what we're doing is we're combining everything together. So we've done the hot lips right at the beginning, and that was really getting into using the paint and getting shape and fine-tuning your fine lines. We used the pigments, and we got an ombre with the pigments. Well, you can see we're still using the pigments here, but actually using it to create shape. And we're reverse engineering the same what we did with the foil lesson. We're reverse engineering our design. So we're putting color down first, and then forming it or building it up and the shape of it up afterwards. So all of the lessons that are part of this sneak peek week, and actually all of the lessons that are part of my online education, lead into each other. It's important to understand that as an educator, I have your best interests at heart. So I'm constantly making sure that you can grow and learn from everything that you learn from me, so that you are taking away something that you can then use in the salon, that you can work with, and that will increase your skills and that will make you money. And if you see one lesson and you're like, oh, I don't want to do foils because I hate it. Well, so do I. But the technique of doing foils, the method of doing foils, what you learn from it, you may never use it with foils. But what you will do is you will, I'm sorry, somebody's outside on the telephone and they're distracting because I'm now wanting to listen to them. What you will do is you will take an element of that and you'll be like, oh my gosh, so if that happens with that and that, then maybe it will happen with this, that and the other. And so what you're doing, whenever you're doing a lesson, you may not like the nail, you may not like the application method, you may not like the material. Watch the lesson, because every single part of this course has been put together for you to walk away with confidence, with new skill sets, with new application techniques, with ideas and inspiration. So you are walking away with some great material. And it's free. Like, it's totally free. The feedback that you get, if you had to pay for that, if I had to come to you and you had to pay for that for one day, is going to cost you between $150 and $300. Okay? If you were doing this as an online course, it's going to cost you $100. You are getting this for free. And that is going to happen for 1 week. I'm going to be available up until the 18th of August. And then on the 18th of August, we open up our cart. So if you think to yourself, gosh, I learned all this for free with Sam, how much would I learn if I was part of her online education? What would she be able to teach me? And that's the idea. I'm going to be totally honest. I'm going to be totally transparent. Obviously, I would like something in return for my freeness. But I also want to work with a whole bunch of brand new nail technicians. I want to work with TAOND because I think it's a great setup. And I want to work with you. So let's work together for the next week. If you have not signed up for a sneak peek week, you have to do it today, because you only get me for 1 week. After the 18th, no more feedback, no more lessons, but you will still be able to see the lessons on the sneak peek week until the 26th. And then we shut the doors for everything. So really, it's a short sneak peek week into something that's much larger. Much, much larger. So that is it, folks. That's all I've got from you. Yes. Gregory Fletcher, yes, absolutely, this is going to be on replay. I do know that I am in a totally different time zone, so maybe I will come on again when it's late next week and say hello. I wanted to show you something. This is what's going to happen as well. If you join Sneak Peek Week, I know I've just shown you those 4 lessons that you learn, plus the feedback, plus the downloads, plus the free book. But at the end of Sneak Peek, to celebrate the launch of our cart, I think on the 18th, I am going to give you a live lesson, and I'm going to show you these bad boys. You are going to see how I do these in gel. So you will learn not only how to formulate a shadow flower, but you will also learn how to use gel paint as well. That's pretty good, right? And that will be a free one at the end, but that will only be in the group, in the Sneak Peek Week group. It won't be anywhere else. It will only be in the group, and it will be a live lesson. So I will be there and I'll be helping you, answering your questions and answering any questions that you might have after spending a week with me. So that should be, I think we'll do that quite late. My late, your early. So about 10ish, 11ish on the Friday. I'll have to look at my diary and see. All right. Where do we sign up? Let me get a, that's a really good question. I'm just gonna get it for you right now. I should have got that already. Come on, Sam. Now, because I'm on live. Sneak peek week. So it's SPW. I tell you what I'll do. I will grab that link. What I'll do, guys, is I will grab the link and post it in the comments, because I don't want you to see me trying to figure this out. Let me see what else we've got. So Jennifer, hi to you while you were live, but we are actually an hour ahead of schedule. No, how are we an hour ahead of schedule? Damn it. Oh well, then it's definitely going to have to be a replay. I thought it was 1 o'clock. Oh, damn. I'm so sorry, guys. That's why you're all not here. Never mind. So let me see. Not sure if... Right, so I think since nobody is around and everybody's super early where you are, I'm going to... Yeah, time zones are fun. I know, they are fun. I thought it was 5 hours. Oh. So I did it. I did the whole Google thing. Eastern and UTC. Well, I'm early and I'm not going to do this again. So I'm going to sign off now, and you guys get to watch the replay. Ask any of your questions in the comments. I will get notified about those and I will reply. And I shall be back and next week at some point, and I'll make it later. Towards the end of the day for you. Oh no, I could get up super early. That would be your evening time, wouldn't it? And then we'll see. But yes, the replay will automatically be posted on here, so don't worry about that. Just give it a minute or so and it will just automatically be posted. I'm going to go, and I shall speak to you all real soon. Any questions, put them in the comments here, and I shall post the link up, and I'll post my email address up as well. So if you have any questions you don't want to share with the public, then we can do that as well. And I apologize for being early. I'm just keen. See you guys later. Bye.